Don't let your strongest muscle be in your goddamn them Twitter fingers, nigga. Boss that nigga, man. Get your shit together, man. I'm overrated. So overrated. Overrated. So overrated, nigga. Coming on this bitch real fresh, bulletproof, high shoe, bitch, you better wear your vest. She try to get something off her chest, but the drip on her ass made a mess. I'm a real piece of profit on this one, but nighttime sheet, I'm a beast. I'm like, here, eat it up, baby, eat. Here, eat it up, baby, eat. I walk with my pole like a pimp in the state that I got up a ton. I walk around with a lot of blaze, I lit a rip on her, yeah. Tonight it's a ride, I got a show, live show, and the niggas still indie. Hey, UPK niggas winning, UPK niggas gifted. Hey, I had a little money, but I lost a little money for that punk ass job. Now I'm getting paid off passion, so it's only right that I stunt. All the nigga wanna hate, frustrates on the face, boy, Lord, wasting time. I don't hate being around broke minds, I motivate their ass and they grind. And that's a real ass leader, real ass nigga, 2G short in the flesh. And I'ma eat my plate so good, I'ma let a little bit while the dish. And I'ma beat down your block so rich, top off, you'll feel every leg. I went to another bitch house, cause that bitch ain't clean up the kitchen. And I ain't saying no names, give a goddamn shit, let that motherfucker learn. I left my phone unlocked, woke up, bitch, had a damn chalkboard in front. Wanna know who it is, who the fuck is that bitch, I ain't telling no business. And I bought another motherfucking chopper, and that big gang with some haters, but hey, I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated, pass overrated, nigga. I'm overrated, pass overrated. I'm overrated, pass overrated, nigga. I pass overrated, my money coming steady, I'ma rock out my good talk. Hey, the women looking good, got them white cross, I was trying to see who got good talk. South Carolina, where them 5 thick women, they better know how to cook up. Hey, never take the bitch from scratch, that'll keep a nigga, yeah, on stop. I be in Atlanta with the hitters, zone 6 rockin' with a nigga. Had a nigga walk up to a G, but couldn't get past my security. Yeah, I go out, that's my dog, already, and the priest to a fish. Niggas in the world traumatized, tryna buy a trip off a nigga. But we gonna keep the shows coming, keep these hoes running hill for a change, he'll fly. But I gotta keep my fly swat on me, cause these nat bitches lying. I'm in North Carolina doing real big shit, I been got new ties. If you ain't round broke, boy, you tired. But me and my niggas, yeah, pass overrated, pass overrated. Overrated, pass overrated, nigga. Pass overrated, pass overrated, overrated, pass overrated, nigga. That's the pass overrated, man. Mixtape, EP, whatever you wanna call it. I'm beating y'all more. Y'all run this shit up, man. Do this shit for the Lord, man. Pass overrated, man. UPK South Carolina, man. Shark 2G. Come on, I see you, nigga. Come. Good night. Yeah, bitch. You already know who it is. They say the man with the 45, he beat with the man with the rifle, huh? Man, it ain't about what sword you got, it's about the man with the sword, you dumb fuck. Get your shit together. Hey, hey, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring their heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the Rags the bitches, I got my take up like I'm sick. Yeah, I took the decision, I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. Hey, I'm 15, yeah, I caused a commotion. My chick looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion, rub on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean, slow motion. Now I'm exploding. I cause a collision. I'm too high like foreign train mission. Yeah, I'm sipping. I see your motherfucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like pigeons. Like, where the brand and understand that. I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that. Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my comments for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I'm faster for I'm my own pilot. I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you drop it. We can do the straight head like I'm coming. I mean, ha, I got that body hot lava. It's lava, my silence a profit. Red out and stocking. Just know I've been on the something. I look at you, boy, you ain't nothing. I be like, whoa. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Tool at your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feminine. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. Whoa. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm like a slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring the heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the She asked me what I do, I'm always busy. I say I'm getting my weight up, obesity. She wanna come around and wanna visit. She talking through a pussy on, listen, I'm all black. Counting racks. 223, keep that air on my lap. I'm riding through Cracker Village full of tech. But they don't want no fucking smoke, so I'll relax. I take a nap, bitch. You looking sad. You may not see me, but my voice on every track. Just like a tag, bitch. Your bitch a has been. Where in the world I stepped on it like a Mac. You dumb motherfucker.
Damn, man, we did that one. Yeah, those are messed up, no. Bad news is to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on his ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zach, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like the dark. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shane Shaw. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Harper. Try to hope me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking notes. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the fart. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the cow, then when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. You can't do with them steps, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I read that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole start. Yeah, ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm too hardcore. And I just made it go. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
The real answer to your question is that when it feels scary to jump, Ian, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life. and that I can do.
Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart.
Come to the deep end, yeah, where it's dark. G-locked like a pit, but a wound like a shark. Black tips on the 5-7 looking like darts. We're not the same, you can tell us apart. Let me slow the flow down, come on, let's walk. Change the whole game, let's talk. Look at it now, then look at the start. Look at me now, so why would you start? Swing on me over bars, I slide on them, but this ain't a walk in the park. Catch my shotgun in his will, I bet you I'm sawing it all. Nigga, I'm an Israelite and a gangster, so do not compare me to y'all. You can lose an ear over one of mine, compare me to Peter, that's all. The smaller you are, the farther you thrown. The bigger you are, the harder you fall. Listen for what? You ain't accomplished what you telling me to do. These niggas is off. I keep the commandments, you calling the law. It's written in stone, the hands of God. The 3, 5, 7, hold 9, and I'm still beating the
Jump
odds.
out the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Jumped off the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. We ain't had to step foot off the porch. When we had the ops outside the door, we just grabbed the pound and kind of asses down and they ain't come back no more. I ain't even want to sell crack no more. Fiends was calling back and forth. We was in too deep, I couldn't get no sleep. Fiends knocking at the door. I was out late night swimming with the great whites. Had to slang white just to get the pay right. On the block all night to the daylight. Thank the Lord out of the game cause it ain't right. You don't even know the half that I've been through. Hopefully you'll never ever had to. Street shit getting nutty like cashews. And be your own damn niggas that'll blast you. Be you outside stiffer than a statue. They'll blast you like they never met you. That's how they do you. Treat you like they never even knew you. Put that metal through you like voodoo. Better keep your feet on land, that's the porch. We out in the street swimming in the deep end with the sharks. Jumped out the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Jumped out the porch into the water to swim with the sharks. Teeth so sharp, one smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart. Got the dog in me, all bite, no bark. One smell of blood, rip you apart.
All right, Shalom, Ms. World. We are the ISUPK. That's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at Warren West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding Journey Hanna. Been established since 1969, teaching that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible, and we're not affiliated with any fake Israelite group, no Christian church, no Muslim, no other organization whatsoever. You understand? We teach inside the school is the truth according to the Bible, man. We teach the true Israelites according to the Bible are, again, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And who are the Israelites? The Israelites are God's chosen people, the people that God chose, all right, to be his favorite people, the people he gave these laws, these statutes, and commandments to. All right, the truth according to the Bible. And that's been hidden. That's been hid, inside this world we live in today. Nobody knows this, and who is it affecting? It's affecting everybody, especially the victims. And we are the victims of all these lies being told. You understand? We're the only ones being harmed, man, being unalive, being slaughtered in these streets because we don't know who the hell we are. And knowing who we are will fix almost every single thing in our communities. Knowing who we are comes with a different culture we got to live by. That culture contains laws, statutes, commandments, rules to follow, standards to follow, certain morals you got to have when you are an Israelite. It's certain things you can't do and certain things you can do. when you are an Israelite. All right. So that's why it's so important that we know these things, man. In the IHBK under Commander Gina Hunter, it's because of him. You understand? The IHBK is saving lives and teaching the truth according to the Bible, man. And this is what we need in our communities. We have to know who we are in order to get out of oppression. You know, we cannot fight white supremacy while being a Christian, you know what I'm saying, while being Muslim, while being anything else. We have to fight white supremacy with the Most High. And the only way to do that is by knowing who we are, all right? So that's just a little summary of our mission and what we do in this school. Look, man, we got a good class today, all right? This is law class. We teach this class every single Sunday, 7 o'clock EST, and until. The topic of this class is what is the cure of mental health issues, all right? This is a huge topic that nobody wants to talk about, all right? You do not hear mental health being talked about enough. I don't even think at all inside these churches. No pastor is talking about mental health, man. And this is a huge problem that we deal with, man, as a community, man. You know, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. You know, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how we can get help, how we can cure mental health. You know, what is mental health? What are some factors of mental health? You know what I'm saying? What are the signs of? We really gonna dig deep into it, man. You know what I'm saying? So first and foremost, you know, our mental health in this country among our people is very weak. You know what I'm saying? We have a very, very, very weak mental health as a nation. And you can see that by just looking at the things we do, man. The things we do on a daily basis, you know, our actions, the way we treat each other, you know, it shows that we have a low, you know, our mental health is really low. You know, it's not high. You know, we just need help out here. You know, we got to understand, like, when you look at things somebody do, it all stems from what they have inside their mind. All right, nobody wants to really talk about that. When you see somebody doing a crime, you know, committing a crime, whether it's rape, you know what I'm saying, burglary, or something just wild, man. All those things stems from somebody's mind. So you got to ask yourself, okay, what made this person unalive this brother? What made this person sexually assault this sister or brother? What made this person do this, man? It all starts up here in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And if you somebody who can't control what's in your, if you somebody, I ain't gonna say control, because nobody can control what lingers in your mind. None of us can. You're gonna get certain things in your mind, and it's up to you what you do after that. But if you somebody who can't deal with things that go inside of your mind, you will be a victim of what goes inside of your head, man. You're gonna be a victim of them demons. All right, so this is a very, very, very important message that we teach in this school. All right, we are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. All right, we are a logical school. You know what I'm saying? All these things, you know, logical, practical knowledge is inside the Bible. You know, right from wrong is inside the Bible. Practical things you need to know are inside the Bible. And we teach these things, and mental health is also in these scriptures, man. And we're going to get into that. All right, so the first thing we're going to do first is read the definition of mental health. So let's do that right quick. And it reads, what is mental health? Mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. All right, so this what mental health says, man. Emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It helps dirty minds determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. All right. So, yeah, this is a big, big, big thing, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a big thing. If your mental health is off, you are off as a person. You mean that if your mental health is off, it's gonna affect everything you do. That's what I mean, off as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna affect how you treat your husband, your wife, how you treat your kids, how you even talk to others. It says also relate to others and make choices. How you determine how you handle stress. A person who struggles with mental health does not handle stress, man. They don't know how to deal with stress. You understand? Salaki. Y'all be bearing with me, man. I got a little cold from dealing with, but we still here. We still gonna teach this class, man. Y'all just bear with me. But like I was saying, if you somebody who has, your mental health is not right, you somebody who don't, know how to handle and deal with stress. You know what I'm saying? The minute something goes, the minute there's a problem, an issue that's happening inside your life, it's the panic button. You crashing out, you going insane, you going crazy, and that's a very it's dangerous. Not only are you a harm to yourself, but you also are a harm to others. This is not something light, man. This is something very, very, very big that we should be dealing with, that we should be talking about and trying to figure out as a nation. But what, in America, when you're going through something like this, mental health, what did he do? You go to the doctor or whatever, they try to give you, some medicine or drugs or whatever. That's it, man. But that's not going to help you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? The pills, the Percocets, the whatever you taking, the weed, the fentanyl, all kind of crazy stuff. We doing these things because of your mental health. You're trying to escape the problems and things going on inside your life and inside your head. So you taking all these you drinking yourself to death. You taking these hardcore drugs, but those things ain't really helping you long term. Temporarily, you out of your mind, whatever, you're not thinking about it. But when you go back to being sober, you back to square one. All right. And you're only doing those things because your mind is where it's at. All right. So we're going to talk about this mental health, man. Let's keep reading. Mental health conditions. Salaki, let's go back up. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood in adults through adulthood over the course of your life. If you experience mental health problems, your thinking, mood, behavior could be affected. That is 100% true. All right. Mental health is important from when you are a baby, child, teenager to when you are adult and so on for the rest of your life. All right. Your mental health can affect the way you think, your mood, behavior. It can affect literally every single thing. And it's a downfall for a lot of brothers and sisters. Like I said, man, this is a huge problem in the Black and brown community. A lot of people see us today and only see us now. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. When you're dealing with somebody, who struggles with mental health, who are doing, out of the ordinary things, you got to understand they mental health may stem from something that happened to them when they were a child. So their whole life they've been battling something that happened to them when they was a baby, a little kid, man. And now they 35 years old and they strung out on drugs, you know what I'm saying, or drunk. And you looking at them like they crazy. This person is not crazy, man. They're not insane. They're not crazy. They're going through something inside their mind that happened to them when they were a child or any other experience, and they just can't shake it. And this is the what's the word I'm looking for? This is the matter of a lot of brothers and sisters, man, that struggle with this. All right. So we're gonna drop this right here. All right, we're gonna get the first scripture we're gonna get is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 21. All right. All right, let's get Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 21. All right, and it reads, Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 21. Give not over thy mind to heaviness. All right. So this is a law, right? This is considered a law. This is an order, man. Something you should not do. And that's giving not over your mind to heaviness. So what is heaviness? What does it mean to not give your mind to heaviness? You understand? What does that mean? If anybody's watching class at this moment. What that means is don't give yourself up to the things going on in your mind. You understand? Don't give your mind to the stress that's going on inside of your mind. The problems going on inside of your mind. Because that's when you crash out. That's when you hit that panic button. You know what I'm saying? And now you don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You whipping and running everywhere. You know, it's just, you push the red button. All right? Don't give yourself to demons. Don't give in so easily. As soon as something wrong happens, you ready to smoke a cigarette. How many of us see that on a daily basis? When something go wrong, you trip over something, you at work, you at work, whatever, you at a slavery, and it's fast today, fast paced, you got to whip and run, you outside, you got to smoke a cigarette, you stressed out. You know what I'm saying? Or you at home, something that went wrong at home, you arguing with your lady, whatever, you done punched a hole in the wall. It's so many examples, man, I can give. Countless examples. Road rage. Somebody didn't cut you off. Now you blowing the horn, cussing at the car, yelling, screaming, driving down, trying to chase them down, track them down because they didn't cut you off on the road. That's giving your mind to heaviness, man. You're feeding your demons. You're doing exactly what your demons want you to do. And that's crashing out. You know what I'm saying? Don't give in, man. It's so many things you can do to prevent you from giving in. To doing what your mind wants you to do, man. All right, take some deep breaths, man. Take some deep breaths. You know what I'm saying? Talk to yourself, man. Tell yourself, man, calm down, man. Calm down. You all right? Do whatever you got to do to not give your mind to heaviness. Crashing out should never be your first thought. All right, it should never be a first thought. It should really be never a thought at all. Crashing out should be the last thing you do, because when you do these things, man, not only are you going to hurt yourself, but you may hurt other people around you. For doing something that is a reaction to what's going on inside of your head or something that happened to you. Slag you. And it don't even be that bad. Maybe something so small. So small. You had a long day at work. You get home. Your son asking to eat something. You mad at him. You snapping at him. You know what I'm saying? Just little stuff that don't deserve, all that reaction, man. Don't give your mind to heaviness. This is the first step. And when you get to the point where you can just master this, you are superior. You are a superior person. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing can knock you off your element. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too much somebody can say to you to make you go there. which means what? You got a lot of patience. See, a lot of us don't have patience. A lot of us, man, we got a low tolerance level. You know what I'm saying? It's only so much we can take until, man, we just snap. And it might be something really, really, really small. And we ready to unalive everybody. Somebody step on your shoe. You ready to beat the brother down, man. So like you ready to go crazy on him. On her. Somebody said something to offend you. You ready to shoot the brother. Unalive him. Don't do the first thing that pops up inside your head, man. You know what I'm saying? You late on your bills. You late on rent. You thinking about going to rob this brother. Go rob a bank or something. You know what I'm saying? Don't overthink. That's the word, man. Overthinking. And look, man, we all been there. I've been there. You've been there. We all have been there. Don't allow yourself to overthink on an issue that is really, really, really small, man. Now you know, now you looking out of a jail cell for 30 years, 35 years, 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Over something, you know, over giving your mind to heaviness. You know, mental health is a real, real, real thing, man. And if you have a weak mind, this is something that happens to you on a daily basis. You know, the examples I gave were based off actions too, towards others, but it's also you can be hurting yourself as well. That's why I brought up the getting high, doing drugs, smoking a cigarette, or drinking to death. Because that's what happens when you think of something that you don't want in your mind, or something, a demon comes and hits you. You automatically, man, I'm finna go get high. I'm finna go smoke a blunt. I'm finna go buy a pint of Jack Daniels, a pint of Casamigos. I'm finna get drunk on my mind today. And I'm finna go do some crack too. You know, this is what you do when you give your mind over to heaviness, man. Now you're complaining all the time. You can drag, you just slobbing everywhere. You know, you're not yourself, man. And this is the reality for a lot of us, man. Like for a lot of us, man. Really listen to what I'm saying as we dig deep in these scriptures. Like a lot of us don't understand that these scriptures are really, we live in these scriptures to this day. A lot of us read the scripture and didn't know this was inside the Bible. Because you Christian pastors, they're not teaching this. They're not teaching that. The Bible is the answer to all our problems. And they not giving us the answers to our problems. They making our problems worse, man. By hiding the truth. Instead of telling us what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? In the IHBK Uncommanded Journey Hunter, we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? We giving you the tools to save your damn life. So take these tools, man, and use them to your advantage because the Bible was given to you. This what makes us strong, man, and superior by doing what God told us to do, by giving what God gave us, man. Let's take it and run with it. You understand? Let's keep reading. And afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. So what does afflict mean? All right. What does afflict mean? Afflict means to harm yourself, right? To harm. It says, and not harm, and harm not thyself in thy own counsel. Don't let that voice in your mind tell you to harm yourself. It says in thy own counsel, in your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow depression to win the battle, man. You got to keep going. You got to keep fighting. You cannot stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You hear something in your mind, you know it's a demon. Don't let that demon take over you, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got to call somebody, call them. Because in these situations, man, it's always best to have somebody to talk to. See, in our community, we talk to throw everything under the rug, man. And it's just it's terrible. When you've been sexually assaulted by a family member, your family, protects that person that assaulted you instead of doing the right thing. Now you gotta live with this anger, live with this burden for the rest of your damn life while looking at the person that did this to you. Imagine that, man. And that's a lot of our sisters. Also, brothers, they go through this all the time, man. Now you 40 years old and you still going through this, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? Afflict not thyself and thy own counsel. All right, so let's drop this right here. Let's get Job 10:1. All right, Job chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, my soul is weary of my life. So what does weary mean? Let's get the definition of the word weary. All right. So weary means feeling or showing tiredness, especially as a result of excessive exhaustion or lack of sleep. All right, or cause to be tired. All right, so weary means tired. All right, so it says my soul is weary of my life. All right, your soul is tired of your life. You're tired of your life. You're sick of it. You're sick of going through what you're going through, and you hopeless. You know what I'm saying? You're broke. You ain't got no money coming in. Nobody want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the car. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, you're late on your rent. Something's happened to you when you was a child. You still ain't healed from it. Your wife then, committed adultery on you. I mean, it's so many things, man. It's so many things to get you to where you're tired of living. Tired of living your life. It's a lot of things that take you there, man. Get you on that level to where you like, man, I'm tired of living. I'm tired of my life. I don't want to be here no more. I'm hopeless. I don't care, and etc. Let's keep reading. I will leave my complaint upon thyself. I was speaking to the bitterness of my soul, and this is the reality for a lot of us, man, right now. And this is why, I thank Commander Junior Hunter, man, for doing what he did, man, and keeping his truth. Because you're not alone. Like I said earlier, man, it's important to, be with somebody in these times, man. Have somebody to talk to when you're going through things like this and not being alone. And that's another effect on mental health. The ability to not be as social. Even in the school, the truth. You see people coming here, they by themselves. They don't want to talk to nobody. They just tend to be alone. That's an effect of mental health issues, man. Mental health illness. You know what I'm saying? This scripture right here, this is somebody that's on urge. That's basically on urge, man. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody who don't care no more, who just, don't got nothing to lose. All right? I know if y'all heard somebody that said this, man, I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose, man. It's not enough. It's like somebody that's not going to spare your life or his life. That was a situation here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A brother unalived himself, also his wife and daughter. This was his brother's life. I can almost bet you that. You know what I'm saying? They get you to the point where you want to unalive and do horrendous things and just don't care no more. You somebody who's tired of your life. So this is real, man. You're reading this inside of the Bible. And one thing we got to do that we don't do or taught to do in our communities is we got to start going face to face with our trauma. You understand? We got to start going face to face with our trauma. And let's get a precept for this. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32:7. Right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 32:7. It reads, Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. All right. This is what we have to remember. We got to go by this, man. This is another law. By remembering the days of old. A lot of us got to go back, man. We got to go back and see what started these problems, man. Okay, why is this brother unaliving everybody? Why is he on drugs? Why is his sister a prostitute? Why is she doing this to herself? You know what I'm saying? Why is this brother on the corner talking to himself? We have to go back, man. Not only as a nation, go back for yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to talk. A lot of us, man, we bottle this stuff up, man, inside of ourselves. And that's that's self-destruction, basically. You know what I'm saying? Not talking about your trauma and bottling it up is self-destruction. You can't heal until you just let all that stuff out, man. You got to check your demons. Stop being afraid of your demons, man. Yeah, when I was little, man, my family member sexually assaulted me. And since then, I've been drinking and been on drugs and etc. This is what you got to do. You got to get counsel and talk about these things. And that's when you deal with it right then and there. And the Bible gives you the tools to deal with these things, man. You got to fight your trauma and face your trauma. Instead of trying to live with it and deal with it, you got to fight it, man. You got to fight those demons or you're going to lose. You know, and we're not talking about this enough. All right, we ain't talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to, when I said as a nation, a lot of people look at black people and be like, man, what the hell wrong with them? You know, they look at us in the conditions we in right now and don't care to go back and see where it started. Black people wasn't always like this. When I say black, I mean the Hispanic and Asians too. We wasn't always like this. You got to look at, okay, why is the black household so divided? You got to go back and see where we wasn't divided and what happened to made us this way. You're going to see that Planned Parenthood had a lot to do with that. The welfare had a lot to do with that. Integration, you know what I'm saying, had a lot to do with that. Why everybody so strong out on drugs now? You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that we had drugs being put into our communities. Go look at gang violence. Why are they unaliving each other? You're going to see what made us unalive each other. Why is gang violence such a factor in the neighborhoods? You're going to see the way. The product of that is the oppressor, white supremacy. Every problem that we had stimulates from oppressor, which is America, man. And we got to understand that as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Understanding where our trauma came from will not only help us have empathy for one another, but also help us not belittle one another. You look at somebody on drugs and whatever, talking to themselves, whatever, we talk down, we laugh at them. Look at that brother right there. My brother Craig, that brother tripping. That brother out of his mind, man. scratching himself, talking to himself, dancing and going like, what's wrong? What's wrong with that brother? Like, we can't look at our own people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's Christianity. In the IHBK, we don't do that. We look at how to fix the community. Okay, how we gonna fix this brother? How we gonna remove these demons off of this brother? You know what I'm saying? We look at our people like ourselves. We've gotten so entitled, it don't make no sense, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau's entitled. We're not. All right, that's like being so damn entitled to where we better than our own people. Because we are not, man. You know what I'm saying? Zephaniah 2:1 say, man, coming together, O nation not desired. So in the first step of doing that is what? Remembering the days of old and always going back to the origin of our problems. If we forgetting about the days of old, how are we gonna ever go to the origin of where these problems started? We're gonna be in the same boat we in right now. You understand? The Planned Parenthood, abortion. So that's a huge problem. The abortion. The sisters that's minds ain't right because all the babies they done aborted, all the unaliving of babies, the psychological trauma that's behind that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got sisters that's bipolar, brothers too. We got to start going back, man, and looking at the origin of where these things happen so we can fully understand how to go forward, man. And we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, man. So like it. All right, let's drop this right here. Let's go to let's get another precept before I go to my other one. Let's get Ecclesiastes 7:7, just right quick. So lock it. All right, Ecclesiastes 7:7. And it reads, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. All right. It's like a lot of people ask us, man, why are we so angry? The scripture says cries out loud, man. What we trying to say comes off so aggressive and etc. The Bible is not soft. The priests and prophets in the Bible weren't soft. And the Bible says cry out loud, man. So you're going to hear some anger. You're going to hear something behind our voices when we speak, man. Why? Because we are mad. All right? And a lot of people are mad. The problem is that we mad at the wrong person. We're mad at each other instead of being mad of the problem that caused our oppression. You got to be mad at the oppressor. The oppressor made our oppression. We sit here pointing a finger at each other for our own problem instead of pointing it to the people who did what they did to us. Like I said earlier, if we go back and see and look at what happened to us and why we act the way we do, we'll see that it's a people that made it this way. And if it was us, it'd be our own problem. But the problem is that it's not, man. You understand? If you are a wise man, you're going to be mad at the conditions that we are in, you're not gonna blame your own brother for those problems, man. All right. It also reads, a gift destroys the heart. All right. So we got up to the point where we have got comfortable with the food stamps, with the Section 8, you know what I'm saying, with the welfare, all these other things, man. These are gifts that destroy our mind. Damn all those gifts, man. You know what I'm saying? It has to be more. You know what I'm saying? The gifts they give us keeps us complacent. It allows us to just accept everything they do to us, man. Instead of saying, hell no, we ain't accepting any of that, you know, and we gonna just do what we got to do within our own people. Let's be mad at the people that's impressing us, and let's not take anything they give us, man, as a gift to destroy our own minds. All right, so I want to just read that right quick. Let's get back to the topic. Let's get Psalm 6 and 6. All right. Psalm 6 and 6. And it read. All right, Salakia. Psalm 6 and 6. I am weary with my groaning. All the night I make my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. It's heavy right there. And this is the reality, like I said, for a lot of brothers and sisters. You know, you'll look at somebody who you think that's so strong and got the perfect life. They got a good job, nice car outside. They got one of them, a nice looking car, Mercedes or whatever like that. Got a big truck. They got it all figured out, man. But as soon as they go home, they crying in the shower. They crying themselves to sleep. It says, I make my bed to swim. I water my couch with tears. Every night they crying. You thinking, man, they got money, they got the clothes, the cars, they got all that, man. Why they, what they got to be mad about? You know what I'm saying? What they got to be complaining about, whatever. Because we all are going through something. Something inside of our minds is preventing us, you know what I'm saying, to move forward. A lot of us, man, are 35, 40 years old and still going to something that happened to you when you was a child, man, or you was a teenager that you ain't really dealt with. You have to deal with your trauma. You got to face your trauma and stop trying to hide it. You got to speak up on it. A lot of us see people, man, that got scars on their arms and etc. The main effect on the mental health issue, like I said, is also social issues. From a child, you're being taught to shut up. Shut up. They ain't happened to you. You wrong. You lying on him. Shut up. They ain't happened. And now you're in that right there. Has not affected you to when you're older. You don't even want to talk about it no more. You just keeping it to yourself. All your days of living, you just keeping it to yourself, man. You don't want to talk about it, and that's a problem. What we doing in school is give out counsel to anybody. You don't have to be a part of the school. You can get counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to talk about what's going on. You have to face your trauma and fight your demons one-on-one, or it's gonna get worse for you. And usually what brings this stuff out is the alcohol. Also drugs. You see somebody get drunk. You see somebody who gets so drunk they start crying. Just start crying. I've been around people like that, man. They get really, really drunk and just start crying or acting crazy, want to fight somebody, going off. That's how they really feel 24/7. They're just sober, so they're not showing it. But when they get them drugs inside of them and alcohol inside of them, they're showing it. You know what I'm saying? Because what they doing, they giving themselves into their heaviness. You know what I read in Ecclesiasticus, first chapter. You giving yourself to heaviness. You giving yourself to them demons. You get drunk out your mind and you know you're not sober anymore. You're not thinking. A lot of it, like you see brothers crying and want to fight everybody and all that, man. That's them expressing how they really feel on a daily basis. You understand? Because the things they're going through, you know, and ain't shaking back from. You understand? And that's something that we can't do in our communities. You understand? We just can't let this ride no more. And nobody is not talking about this. Nobody want to talk about this in church. You ain't going to church to get some therapy. You ain't going to church to get some advice about something that's happening to you. Inside that church, they are sexually assaulting men and women in that church all the time. You understand? It ain't nobody talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. The IHBK, we feel of cult leaders, but we the only one that's teaching the truth according to the Bible, man. And we gonna talk about mental health because that's a big issue. A lot of us just want to smoke weed all day, you know what I'm saying, eat Percocets all day to escape your reality, but you never will. You know, as soon as you're sober back, guess what? It's back to square one. Like a lot of brothers in the school, sisters too, coming to the school knowing that, all right, no more weed, no more none of that. I mean, you can drink in this school, but you can't be a drunk. You know, drinking alcohol is lawful, but you can't be a drunk. You know, meaning to drink so much that you're not in your right state of mind. You know, and people, you know, get to that point, but they still be off. Because now you can't take those drugs to escape. You got to fight your demons one-on-one now, and that's hard for a lot of people. So that take that drink because it's lawful, but just drink too much. You know what I'm saying? To try to hide themselves from what they really are. And that demon comes out to life when you get drunk, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, just the point I'm making is that, again, to just receive counsel, you know, and just really, you know, tackle what's going on inside of your mind or what's going to tackle you for the rest of your damn life into all your days. All right, so let's drop this right here. Let's get Deuteronomy 28. Deuteronomy 28 in verse 54. Deuteronomy 28 and 54, and it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes should be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So this is a curse that we're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's tender among you, his eyes should be evil toward his own people. You know, even his wife, even his kids, even his children. Next scripture, 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left in him in his sage, in the straightness, rather than thy enemy shall destroy thee all thy gates, man. And this is a lot of brothers' life as well. This is somebody who can't handle stress, can't handle tribulations. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who goes to work, you know what I'm saying, is oppressed at work, and they come home and take it out on everybody inside the house. You know what I'm saying? Something that went wrong in your life, you go home and you beating your wife, beating your children because of your own mental health, because of the oppressor. And you know you can't fight the oppressor, so what? You gonna fight your son. You know, so you go beat on your woman to death every single day. You know what I'm saying? Your kids asking what's to eat. You the man of the house. You gonna knock on them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't fight. You somebody who can't handle with stress, handle with problems. the moment something hard comes into your life, you're ready to crash out and panic. You know what I'm saying? And that's the life that we live in this country. You know, men are taught to just what? Be strong and be tough. That's it. That's ridiculous. And it's terrible advice. Men are supposed to just be strong and be tough all the time, and that's it. Who are leading these men? Where are these men coming from? Where are most of these emotional men coming from? Who have horrible mental health issues, man, etc. They're coming from single parent homes. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that either. So now you got to go back to why are these single parent homes affected? Why is it a big thing in that community? You got to go back at that. What's the origin of that? The origin of that is what? Planned Parenthood, welfare, etc. This is why we read Deuteronomy 32:7. Because it all starts there. That's where it starts at, man. We got to see what's the problem, what caused the problem. All right, how we going to fix the problem? We're going to fix the problem by keeping Black households together. You know what I'm saying? That's the solution. Zephaniah 2:1. By coming together, man. O nation not desired. You understand? Let's get Salakia. Let's get Proverbs 12:15. All right, Proverbs 12:15. And it reads, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. All right, the Lord says, man, you are a fool if you see right within your own ways. Meaning what, man? You somebody who listens to everything that goes on inside your mind. Anything. You know what I'm saying? You think going to rob his brother is the right thing to do. You think that getting high is the right thing to do. You think that lying all the time is the right thing to do. Everything you do inside your own mind, you think it's cool. You can't be wrong. The Lord said, man, you a fool. You should listen to counsel. We have to take heed to counsel. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody who is struggling mentally, you should go get counsel, man. ASAP, immediately. Or you're going to be doing everything your mind tell you to do. Meaning what? Everything your demons are telling you to do, man. And the Lord has told you, man, look, don't do that, man. Don't give in to what your mind is telling you to do. Don't crash out. You know, your mind, man, will tell you some crazy things. Like, man, we all know this. Your mind tell you something that you do not want to hear. And it will drive you insane to where you're having suicidal thoughts. You know, you're thinking about unaliving people. You're thinking about harming people. You know, you are thinking about some things, man. You know, this is a very serious cause. Do not give in to your own heaviness. You know what I'm saying? Receive counsel. Take that counsel. Do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? To not, take heed to what's going on inside of your mind. Calm down. Take deep breaths, man. Listen to classes. Play some podcasts you like listening to to get you back on that right track. Do whatever you got to do, man. Because Satan is not going to stop. Satan is going to keep trying you. trying you. You know what I'm saying? So it's in your best duty to keep fighting, man. And you can't fight by yourself. You got brothers for that. The ISUPK is here. You know what I'm saying? Giving the counsel, giving the help, giving everything you need, you know what I'm saying, to not fall victim of your own mind. You know what I'm saying? Take counsel. Only a fool will believe everything going on inside of your mind. That's what Satan is trying to make you do, man. Look, prove to the Most High that you're not worthy of following him. So, of course, you're going to put something insane inside of your mind to make you fall off. And it's your point. You can't fall off. You can't listen to those things. You got to keep going. They're just thoughts, all right? One thing somebody always told me that was so simple, they're just thoughts. That's it. They're just thoughts, man. You know, and it's you against you. You know, what are you going to do? You know, like I said, we all know right from wrong. It's a matter of doing right from wrong. Your mind told you to do this, but are you going to do it? Are you going to do those things? Yes or no? Your mind told you to unalive that brother. Are you going to do it? That's what it comes down to, man. You can't get to that point. That's why counsel is so important. You understand? And it's so important to not slander your own or look down on somebody when you see them going through tough times and rough times because they are falling weak to their mind. You got to understand that, look, you never know what somebody is going through. That's why it's always important to do what? Like I said earlier, go back to the origin of where it started, this brother or sister's problem. Because that's going to affect to what they're doing now. It affects all of us to this day. You got somebody, on crack, and are 55 years old and been on drugs since they was 15, 16 because they went through something at 12 years old. That's reality. And we're not talking about that, man. All right, so let's drop this right here. Let's get Salaki. Let's get Ecclesiasticus and Apocrypha, chapter 2. All right, and it reads, Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. This is heavy right here. If you are coming to serve the Most High, prepare thy soul for temptation. Demons are going to try you, man. Satan is going to try to tempt you. To do what? To prove to the Most High that you're not worthy of following him. Prepare your soul for temptation. You have to focus. These laws will help you focus. The brotherhood will help you focus on what's really important, man. Being amongst the brothers who don't get high, who don't do drugs, will stop you from getting high and do drugs. You know what I'm saying? Being around people who don't drink themselves till they, are drunk to death will stop you from doing that. You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood is how you prepare yourself for temptation. Following these laws is how you get ready for temptation. Verse 2. Set their heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Meaning what? Don't be hot-headed in the time of trouble. When something goes wrong, don't panic, man. Don't crash out. Calm down, take deep breaths, move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Don't go crazy because something ain't going your way in that little amount of time. Things happen, man. You know what I'm saying? We are in captivity. This ain't a fairy tale. This is real life. You understand? Things are gonna happen and you got to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? If you are hastening in a time of trouble, you're not gonna be ready for it, man. You understand? Let's get verse 14. And it reads, woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Destruction to the ones who lose patience. All right. You have to fight until death. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep going and don't give up, man, because the Lord has something in store for you. All right. And if you lose, you fight now, you lose patience now. What you going to do when the Lord comes, when that day comes, when you're not ready? All right. What we should be doing right now is getting ready, man, preparing ourselves. And if your mind not right, it's going to be really hard for you, man. You know, which is why we got to get down to the mental health issues right now before it's too late, man. This is one of the biggest problems. I would say the biggest problem we have in our community, mental health. A lot of us are not right mentally. A lot of us are really weak mentally. And you know what I'm saying? Struggle with stress, struggle with problems. You know what I'm saying? Don't know how to really move with it, especially in the man. You know, as a man, we got to lead our woman. If we struggle with mental health, it's going to be really hard to lead a woman who struggles with it too. You know what I'm saying? We got to start, you know, if you struggle with being logical, I mean, you're really emotional. You're not going to know what to do in situations where things are hard. You know what I'm saying? Where the pressure is on. You know what I'm saying? And people's lives are at risk or in danger. You're not going to know what to do with all that stress and pressure. Because, you know, you have a low tolerance. You don't know how to deal with stress. You know, so this is a huge problem. And we're going to have to fix this, man. And the only way to do that, man, is doing what God says. You know what I'm saying? Come together as one, man. Hold that brotherhood, man. Do these laws, these statutes, and commandments according to the Bible. You understand? All right, and with that, we're going to end the class off with that. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And that's my time, Israel. Shalom.